Bosses of companies where workers die on the job would spend time in jail and face millions of dollars in fines under a plan being pushed by Victoria's Trades Hall. Unions are set to make industrial manslaughter a key demand on the Labor state government as the election approaches. Here's state political reporter Richard Willingham.
These boots outside Trades Hall represent workers killed on the job. Already 9 people have lost their lives at work this year in Victoria.
It's just a total tragedy that someone so young was cut so short.
Dave Brownlee's son Jack was killed in a trench collapse near Ballarat in March.
Jack was the king of the jungle. That's the way he was remembered, the king of the jungle, junkyard dog, and he lived his life as best he could.
That tragedy also claimed the life of Lana Cormie's husband, Charlie Howkins. Both want the law changed so bosses can face jail for workplace deaths.
Employers need to have motivation to do the right thing, because clearly they don't do it off their own back. If this will be the difference between them making OH&S a high priority and not, then it needs to be done.
Victorian unions want the state to follow the lead of the United Kingdom and Queensland and introduce industrial and corporate manslaughter laws.
We've had enough. Fundamentally, the union movement has had enough.
They say the current system of fines for companies for workplace deaths are inadequate, with one tree-lopping company fined just $150,000 after a young man died at work.
The real problem we have is that companies are not taking this seriously enough. The fines are not strong enough for them to take action. When the cost of fixing the safety problem is more expensive than the fine itself, there is no message to companies to keep these workers safe.
Too many workers are being killed, and I think as a deterrent more than anything, and I think if you bring people to account for their actions, I think we're going to stop the carnage.
Laws introduced to Queensland last year include up to 20 years imprisonment for an individual and a maximum fine of $10 million for a corporate offender. With the state election in 6 months' time, the union movement here at Trades Hall will make industrial manslaughter top of its campaign wish list and will pressure the Labor government to make the laws a reality.
I can't give a commentary on something that will go before the Cabinet, but it is a very serious issue, and we're certainly very committed to occupational health and safety, ensuring workers return home safely.
The coalition says it is happy with the current laws, but for many workers, the laws can't come soon enough. Richard Willingham, ABC News, Melbourne.